right, so we just finished putting in our sleeves for our lining into our lining for our coat. So as you can see, my sleeves are here in place. And the next thing we want to do is spend some time talking about the collar, because I don't think we talked about that when we put our coat together, but I want to make sure you're putting in your collar correctly. So let me flip my collar down. I've already sewn one side of it and the other side is pinned. But let's bring over another pattern, our pattern piece. And so it's cut on a fold, and so it will look like this when it's open. Now, if you look at your pattern piece, there is one side that has this really curvy line here, okay? That is the indicator just to let you know that this part goes to, this is the roll of the collar, okay, and how it gets turned down. So this part here is the bottom of the collar that goes to the coat or the lining. So not only does the one side, this one long side, which has several notches along the way, but you also have the side bottom that goes to the collar as well. So what do I mean? So this part, which has the notches, that means this part goes to my coat. Right at the neckline. But also you'll see the sides as well. So one side is the bottom, the other side is the upper. This also gets sewn as well to the facing or the front of your collar as well, okay? So that means that I would need to match up my center notch to the center, back center of my coat or my lining, okay? I'm gonna come all the way over and continue to pin this in place. I'm just gonna pin the paper right to my lining, as you can see, so you can see where I'm going. And again, you'll notice that there is a pivoting point here. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to pin this bottom part here to the neckline. Now, you'll notice that your collar will turn at this point. This point, once you turn, you are going to be picking up the front or the facing, lining facing of your lining, and you want to attach that bottom part only. So again, taking my pin and pinning that bottom portion of the collar to my lining or my coat, okay? So now I've done that for one side, the neckline, come on over, and we're going to continue pinning. Continue pinning all the way over till you come to the end. And this is just the back. Now once as you get to that corner, the back will end, but you will pick up the front or your facing of the lining, okay? And then just keep the integrity of that point turned. You want to follow that collar. So again, I'm going to pin that as well. Beautiful. Now the remaining of this collar, as we move forward, which is the upper part of the collar, these sides here and this part here will be attached to the coat lining when we put them together. But for now, you want to make sure that you are sewing just the bottom of the collar to the neckline and the sides to either the front of the coat or the facing of the lining, okay? So let's go ahead and sew on our collar.